Let's talk about purpose from the perspective of energy. About 10 years ago, Tony Schwartz wrote an article in which he suggested that we shift our efforts from managing our time to managing our energy. Time, he suggests, is a finite resource. Energy, on the other hand, is not. Now, I've been teaching a course online for the past 6 years called Living on Purpose. And I always begin the course by encouraging people to step back from their life and reflect on some key questions. For example, what has given my life meaning in the past? What are the various roles that I play in relation to others? What really matters to me? And if someone was looking at how I spend my time, what would they assume my priorities are? As you begin to examine where you are at this point in time, you may get a sense that there's too much going on, or maybe not enough going on. I'd like to share with you a simple diagram that may help you to identify how to move forward from where you are. Here we see a triangle with 3 points. The upper left is characterized by scattered energy. We often use the phrase, "I'm spread too thin." It's like having a large piece of bread with such a thin coating of butter that when you take a bite, there's really no flavor. Or another metaphor might be the use of a small keychain flashlight. If you use it up close to find the keyhole in the front door, it might be helpful. But if you're in your bedroom and you point it through the window to see who's in your backyard, it's probably useless. The energy from that light is quickly dispersed over such a wide area, and the flashlight really has no impact. If you feel your energy is too scattered, then you probably need to move in the direction of focusing your energy on fewer purposes, which is represented by the area in the upper right. Now, this is one of the most difficult transitions because it means letting go of things which aren't really truly meaningful, so you can make space for those that are. Now, it may appear that this place of focused energy is the ideal place. You're channeling your energy primarily towards one or two purposes. When you do this, you're likely to make much more progress than when your energy is scattered. But you may also be neglecting areas of your life that are really important. For example, the parent who is working so many hours that they have very little time for their family. So if you examine your life and you find that there's very little going on except X, which dominates your energy, then you may need to think about casting a wider net. This might involve finding some new way to express yourself creatively, or maybe getting involved with your community or with politics, or something that kind of broadens the picture of your life. The point in the bottom area of the triangle is where there is little or nothing of value into which you can direct your energy. So this can be the case with older people who have left their jobs to retire. It can be the case with people with mental illness who don't work or volunteer anywhere. It can be the case with people who are struggling with an illness and have really isolated themselves. In these cases, their energy is simply not being used. It's being wasted. Such people need to find something meaningful to devote themselves to, but it's often challenging to know what this is. And when you're used to expending very little energy, it feels like a huge leap to get involved with some project or purpose that's going to require a significant amount of effort. So you may want to ask yourself where you are on this triangle at this point, and once you've found your spot, what direction do you need to travel? Do you need to focus more on just a few things that really provide your life with meaning? Do you need to expand or diversify your life, finding more meaningful outlets for your energy that has become too narrowly focused? Or do you need to find at least something of importance that you can devote yourself to, something that gives you a reason for getting up in the morning? Remember, living a more purposeful life isn't just about the time that you're giving to something. It's also about the energy that you bring to an effort. And it's about attention, about presence. We live in a world that floods us with distraction, so it's important to learn to work with both our energy and our attention, lest we end up just wandering aimlessly through our days with our minds and bodies seduced by whatever gets our attention at any given moment. Thanks and best wishes.